Good day, Divine Feminines. Welcome to the channel. So happy to see you guys today. I appreciate you guys for your likes, your shares, your comments. I'm really grateful. I've been kind of like MIA, missing in action, but I'm ready to come back. Taking a little time to process everything that's been going on in my life for the last 33 years, and I'm feeling better about it. So let's roll the dice and see what's going on. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope your life is beautiful and serene and peaceful, and with a little bit of titillation going on too for stimulation. And so we have here Saturn in Scorpio and 11. A lot of us are working on discipline, are going deeper. We're diving deeper. 11 is higher vibrations. Scorpio is kind of like a whole lot of the collective, really. All of us are taking a deep dive, and as we're going into our inner world, we're having to use discipline, patience, and when we work hard with Saturn there, it means soon we'll all be able to play hard too, which is really what we're all looking for. Now, I've been going through the readings. Tarot, I like tarot. I learn a lot from tarot. And I love other readers. And so it's just like there's a lot of stuff going on out in the collective. And so I'm hoping today I can be a good messenger and bring a good message, because I didn't see any in there today. Nothing with a lot of hope, just all this past stuff of what's going on and how we know, we don't forget. What we need to know most is the lessons we learn from it and how to move forward, right? And so, with that being said, let's pull a card. The Stone. Wow, the Stone. Let's put this here. And that is card 5067. And we're going to read out of this, guys, because this archetype deck has got a lot of cards in it, and I have yet to memorize only a very few. 67. This might be the first time I got this one. 67. Boy, we didn't have any warm weather until the day before yesterday, and then it shot right up from 69 to 89. The Stone, the eternal, the anchor, the rock. Oh man, I should have known that. The rock of creation, is geometric, right? Yeah, geometric. As an archetypical object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go, therefore it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back to the stone. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. If you're working in the light and you drew the stone, you are steadfast, loyal, committed, and present. But if you do it in the dark, you weighted down, holding back, and cold. And the stone, I often say that I channel energy from the rock of creation. And so that might be what they call the stone, you know, and the crystal grid that goes through our planet is ever alive, eternal, and energetic. And we are always capable of tapping into the crystal grid and pulling up energy from Mother Earth, and she would support us in every way. She could even be called the rock. And it wouldn't even be a lie to say she's the rock of creation, because by golly, here we all are on this old rock, created, right? Right? We're all here created. And so, with that being said, the stone, the rock of creation, the rock of creation actually made it into the Bible a few times. Yeah. It was called the stone of salvation, the rock of creation, the rock from which the waters of life flowed. It's a puzzle, it's a mystery. It's just always, God is just a mystery. And our job is to just have faith in it and believe that mystery, if it's, on our side, if we're on its side, if we're working together with the mystery, being authentic. Now, this isn't putting laws or rules on you, it's being authentic, just being who you are. Then the universe blesses you mightily. Just like you were its own little child, just as if you were its own little child. Now, when I say the universe, that includes the Mother Earth. Maybe I should say the cosmos, our little family right here in this galaxy, right? And somebody's in their childhood, um, childhood memories, inner child, loving yourself, enjoying yourself. Here we go. This goes with Scorpio, don't it? A deep dive. There's a tail. It would taking you down to the bottom, looking at what you got to look at. Music. Somebody love music. Listen to harmony. Balanced. A beautiful pink star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Another rocking horse. Wow. A blue one and a red one. Blue and red. Blue and red. And then the seahorse. I've been getting the seahorses a lot. And whenever I think of the seahorse, the divine masculine comes up, because he's such a beautiful companion as far as a mate. So I don't know why the seahorse keeps coming up, and he's always coming up by himself, whereas, seahorses mate for life. So I don't know. And where are we going? Okay, we got the stone, the rock. Maybe God might be talking about, we're all can be a rock. We all have crystalline DNA. They've done prove that. And we actually have crystals that grow up through the top of our skull downward that, are probably where a lot of our electricity comes from in our body, right? I want to draw an animal card. I have no idea what we're going to talk about other than the rock. Something you can depend on. Something that's always there. Something you count on. Generation after generation after generation. And, it never changes. It stands eternal. It looks out. You can look at it. You can see it. You can feel it. It's always there. Intuition and grace. I got two. And there ain't nothing I can do. We got the intuition and grace of God. And the intuition, well, we know what that is, to listen to your inner voice, which goes with Scorpio again. We dive down into our soul, we reflect, We shut the door, we shut the TV off, we shut everything down, we get our pen and paper in hand, and we sit down and we just begin to reflect and write. And we are looking for that which will bring out the best of us. We are looking for those things that we're not comfortable with. Nobody ever takes a deep dive for the joy of it. There's something down there we need to bring back to the surface. And this will give us grace and love and peace and joy in our life, because that's what grace is. Grace is just, the ability to express the wonderful emotions, or even the not so wonderful emotions, and God's grace is always there for us, right? Because if we're going to be authentic, that means we have to get in touch with our whole nature, the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side, right? We have to get comfortable with our shadows as much as we do our light. We have to love ourselves, even learn to love those things that we don't like about ourselves. Yeah, and that's eternal, right? Love is eternal. And this love is going to help you to find the courage and to take the steps to move forward into wherever it is our destiny will take us, right? So let's get a look. Let's see what God sees in our destinies. We already know where we've been. We don't really want to go there. I think I've come to the conclusion that, life is a journey, and we're not supposed to attach to the journey too much, but learn from it as much as we can. And then, we're going to be ready to move on to new journeys. And as long as we have something in our life to look forward to, then we're always going to feel like life is worth living. And it's not always easy to cultivate those seeds and plant them, but we can do that. The seeds are the thoughts in our minds, and we plant them in our hearts, and then we ground them into the earth and the roots, and we wait for them to grow. With patience and love, we nurture them. Integrity. This is pretty much like being naked before God. Nothing to hide, nothing to be ashamed of, a part of nature. Our skin is our fur. It's kind of like a sixth sense. Our skin can pick up as many messages and relay them to us. Well, if you get hurt, your skin tells you immediately. A part of nature, Mother Nature, maybe I better cover her up. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. But being a part of nature, which we have every single creature in us, it's in our DNA. We have every single DNA of everything in this planet, that we can tap into energies that we have no idea that exist. We can tap into wisdom of our ancestors from so far back. But the main thing is in that deep dive in learning to love yourself as nature loves you. As you are loved, be loved. And I can't say this enough. Why? Why? Because we can't count on everybody around, to always love us the way we need to be loved. And to value ourselves and to love ourselves is a blessing in itself, because you always got your own back. You're never going to stab yourself in the back. You're going to keep yourself, secure and safe. And yeah, I kind of frustrated myself right there because, I don't want to go off of what I've been through and relay that through these things because I know that life is possible to be safe. We are safe. And the first place we need to be safe is within our own selves of knowing that we're safe. Even in the jungle, even in the jungle, no matter where we're at, to feel loved and safe and comfortable in our own skin by knowing ourselves, knowing what's in us, knowing how we will react, knowing the possibilities of what's to come from experience of the possibilities that are behind us, knowing what to avoid, knowing what to give a chance to, take a chance on, knowing in your deepest of hearts and souls. Okay, what's next, Mother Gaia? So, yes, trust yourself, trust God, trust this planet that can, feed billions of people and take care of them, that God has got your back, especially if you look to the good spirit of creation, nature, Mother Earth, Father of truth and righteousness to lead and guide you through. It's wonderful when we can be feeling independent, brave, and know we got everything in the palm of our hands and we got this. And then it's a whole nother feeling when you kind of get the world shaken and you got to reground and regroup, replan, and resettle. So, but we have it in us to do the wisdom. We have the wisdom to reshape our lives. We have the ability to become the heroes in our own life. We have that ability. Is it easy? No. Does it take work? Yes. Does it take time? A little bit, but we are worth that. We are worth that, Divine Feminine. We are worth the time it takes to find our most beautiful self and recreate ourselves into something that we can love. Brave, dignified, capable, strong, willing to go that extra mile for self. 4 wands. This would be a celebration. Yep, that's 4 wands. In the regular deck, it's a celebration. In this deck, it's saying, take aim, Divine Feminine. Take your aim, because whatever you're aiming at, it's going to strike and it's going to set fire to that which it strikes, right? There's going to be a fire moving forward. So take aim and strike, Divine Feminines. Whatever you're aiming for, whatever wisdom you're gaining, whatever, we've got integrity, wisdom, and then we've got this 4 wands, for great celebration. So, when you mix integrity and wisdom, you are like leveling up. You are like, man, that's the deal right there. That's the rock. That's the solid foundation. That's a stone. You can't break that. You can't break it. Yeah, and I'm kind of talking to myself right now. It's a firm foundation. It's worth celebrating. And I know so many of us, we do move in integrity and wisdom. The thing is not to give up, to continue to move forward with as much strength, wisdom, and courage as we can. Because we have so much to teach others, the younger generations. We don't give up, we don't sit in our house, we don't shut the door. And even I need to learn this. It's time that we come out and start speaking our wisdom, teaching our wisdom, using our wisdom. The crone. Number 4, And the High Arcana would be the Emperor. But in here, this is the Gaia deck. It is the Crone. And the world to come, I really believe that women will have a big say in what is happening. Because women are better at nurturing life. And I believe we're going to choose the tree of life and bring life back to this planet. Real life, fair life, good life, joyful life. A beautiful place for our children. And it starts with the grandmothers. Because there ain't nothing like a fierce grandmother who stands up for the children, who stands up for truth, who stands up for that which is right. So, we've got integrity, 23, wisdom, 10, and we have the crone, number 4, which would be the emperor in the real deck. This is a call from Gaia to take your aim. Many of you have been thinking about getting out into the wilderness here, but you've been thinking about doing something that's going to be a part of nature, that will bring something to nature. You have the wisdom to do it, very much so. Take aim, because you're ultimately the emperor or the crone. The crone, strong, independent, single, got a mind of her own, does what she wants to do when she wants to do it. She is every bit an emperor as it would describe an emperor, but she also has the nurturing of the divine feminine in the mother. This woman is her own man, and she is her own woman. Now, she shares her life and loves someone, but she will still always be one complete whole human that's got a mind of her own and knows why she has that mind. No shame in that. We should all study the crone, because we're all going to be here someday. Even if we ain't at this age yet, which I am too. But even if you're not going to be, study the crone. She can watch over your life even before you make it there. She can show you some of the things that will make your life better. Make a study of the crone. Strong, independent, a force of nature to reckon with. And when she's in the right, you'll never make her think wrong. And you'll never make it past those boundaries either. Because she got some. Because she protects herself. And she protects the union she has with herself. Because if we ever want to experience real, true union, we have to unite with ourselves. That part of ourselves, our inner child, our Godhead. Yeah, our Godhead. We raise up from the inner child to a complete adult, and we want to have our feet on the ground, our mind in the air, and our heart on practical matters. Taking care of, the practical things in day-to-day life that get us through and to the next day. Right? Right. Okay. Mother again. Mother, mother, mother. 8 of Pentacles. Building. You're building. You're working on yourself. You're manifesting these beautiful things within your own self. Your hands are on fire. Fertile. Yeah. Your intuition, your eye is completely open. And so are all your eyes. Your intuition is on fire. You know what's going on. You know what's happening. You're transmuting too. Yeah, transmuting chakras. I see chakras. Yeah, colors of the chakras, cleansing, rooting, grounding. Speaking of the chakras, look at there. It just came out. Yeah. Cleansing your chakras, opening your crown. Look at that crown on top of the head. The branches from all the family DNA coming to you, the spiritual thoughts and feelings and understandings coming in from all the generations from these branches and leaves. Your mind full of life, God life. Your chakras are all open. This reminds me of Shiva, the protector. Shiva has a serpent around his neck that protects him and all of creation. He's the universal protector of all things according to the Hindu scriptures. I actually love Shiva, the Father. And here, number 5 is the Father. The Father. So yeah, the Mother and the Father. And that's another High Arcana card. This is saying to cleanse, to take that deep dive, to learn your wisdom, to love yourself, because you're every bit a beautiful flower as any other creature, as any other plant. You're a walking plant. Do you see that? You're a moving tree. You're a tree that can communicate thoughts and feelings with noises and symbols and signs. Yeah, that's pretty beautiful, full of fruit. And you also have the discipline of the Father too. And we had Saturn in there, and he is considered the Father. But that's funny, Saturn is also considered the old crone back in the day before they switched everything up. So, we have the Mother and Father both in us. And we can get in touch with anyone at any time. It's all about balancing the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and finding that peace within, and the calm, and the stillness, and to be like a rock, be like a stone, a foundation for your whole family who will, look up to you and love you for the strength that you are, and they probably do already. And with that being said, guys, I love y'all. Please like, share, subscribe if it resonated with you. Just know we're all going through this big transformation and healing right now, and it is a big one. And, if you would like to leave comments, I'd love to hear from you. And if not, God bless. I love y'all. And this too shall pass is the favorite words. And this too will pass. And if you guys ain't going through none of this, then leave it for somebody else, okay? Some of us are going through it, and some of us are working hard to get there, to the other side. I love y'all. Bye-bye.